Hi, LindaBauwin here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is Tuesday and Create a Fold, and today I'm going to show you how to do a flapped gate card. This is what I'm calling it. It is a gatefold, but it has different flaps, so it opens like so. So it just gives an interesting opening to your card. Looks plain from the front. So let's get started. What I have is a piece of Blackberry Bliss. This is the standard size card base, 5.5 by 8.5, and I am going to score it at the 2 1/8 inch mark. And then what I'm going to do, I could score it from the 2 1/8 on this side, but I find with a gatefold, I like to just fold the other side over. That way, if I'm off just a little bit, this compensates for that. So just going to take my bone folder, run down this side. Then I have a piece of 4 1/4 by 4 by 5 1/4, and that is in the soft seafoam. And I am going to bring in my butterfly. This is from the Pops of Petals bundle, and I'm going to bring my Memento ink pad, and I'm just going to stamp that butterfly. Going to bring in my blends. This is the light Blackberry Bliss, and I'm just going to highlight a couple pieces with that. Now I am using the colored cardstock, so when you use the blends on the color, you may have a little bit of a bleed over. I kind of like that look. Some people don't, but I like to be able to use my blends on my colored cardstock. When you use the Whisper White or the Shimmer White or the Vanilla, you've kind of got a coating on your cardstock, and it kind of holds that color together. But I personally, like I said, just like the bleeding of it. Going to bring in my Wink Stella, and I'm going to just add some Wink Stella to give it a little bit of a shimmer. And we are going to take that piece and we're going to put it on the inside of our card. I used that grit paper because your blends do have a tendency to bleed. So you always want to make sure that you use a scrap piece of paper. So I've got that. Going to put that in the bottom. And you know what? For my card that I did, I actually stamped that butterfly on another piece of paper and used the punch to punch it out. But what I think I'm going to do, let's see if I can go in here and do this. I'm going to go ahead and punch that. I'm going to lay that on the inside of my card, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dimensional and put it in that punch out, and then lay that butterfly on top. Oh, I like that a lot. So I can see the Blackberry Bliss behind. Pretty cool. Now I've already taken a piece of the soft seafoam. This measures 3.5 by 4.5. I stamped those butterflies. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my personal trimmer, and along that 3 3/4 inch side, I am going to cut at every 1.5 inches. So I'm going to end up with 3 pieces that are 1.5 inches by 3.5. So I want to kind of keep them so that I know which was the bottom and the middle and the top. And then I'm going to bring in pieces of Blackberry Bliss. These measure 1 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I'm just going to lay those pieces on that. Now, why I want to know which was the middle and which was the top is because this is going to become my flapped gate card, and so I want it to look like these pieces were just stamped together, which they were. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one at the top, and what I want is to just put adhesive on this half of that piece. So we're going to take our snail, we're going to line it up so it's kind of in the middle, and we're going to take the bottom one and we're going to do the same thing. We're only putting adhesive on this side, and then for the middle we're going to put the adhesive on this side. So then that gives us, I see I don't have those moved down far enough, so let's go ahead and pick that up, move it down a little bit, and move this one up a little bit. It's easier if when you put the top and the bottom out to get a more even spacing between the two. Now let's see, that looks like it's going to go right in there like so. And there you have your flapped gate card. I'm going to bring in my verse. This actually is the same stamp set, the kindness and compassion, and I used that foliage framelit and the ovals, just like I did on my card last Friday. I'm so in love with that new stamp set that I just got. So I've got that thank you on there, and there you have it. A flapped gate card. Oops. Well, all fingers. Let's get it lined up there. There we go. All right, thanks for joining me. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.